the spirit of the warriors of 2024. We came to Sharando with our shield of protection provided by our parents and families, and with the lance of knowledge that shatters the barriers of ignorance and injustice. We come this day to lay down our shield of protection and lift high our own lances to venture forth and create our world based upon the knowledge of truth and break the hold of injustice. On the field of Arrowhead, we gather in our council for one last time to bid farewell to our fellow warriors and our beloved Sharando. Would everyone please stand for our processional?
Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed faculty, proud parents, friends, and most importantly, my fellow graduates. My name is Haley Malinowski, and I had the privilege of serving as this year's senior class president. Today, as we gather for this occasion, I am filled with an overwhelming sense of pride and gratitude. On behalf of the graduating class of 2024, I extend a warm welcome to each and every one of you. As we stand on the threshold of our futures, it's essential to take a moment to reflect on the remarkable journey that has brought us to this point. From the first day of our freshman year to this very moment, we have grown not only academically, but also personally, overcoming obstacles, seizing opportunities, and forging lifelong friendships along the way. Today is a testament to our dedication, resilience, and unwavering commitment to our goals. Each of us has faced our own unique challenges, yet here we are, ready to embark on the next chapter of our lives. This moment belongs to each and every one of us, a symbol of our collective achievements and countless hours of hard work that has brought us to this stage. As we look out into the sea of faces before us, we see not just our classmates or colleagues, but a community bound together by shared experiences and a shared vision for the future. Together, we have laughed, learned, and grown, creating memories that will last a lifetime. But today is not just about looking back. It's also about looking forward with anticipation and excitement. As we prepare to step into the world beyond these walls, let us do so with courage, conviction, and a sense of purpose. The road ahead may be uncertain, but I have no doubt that each and every one of us has the potential to make a profound impact on the world. So, my fellow graduates, as we celebrate this incredible milestone today, let us remember to cherish this moment, to savor the memories that we have created together, and to embrace the possibilities that lie ahead. Congratulations to the graduating class of 2024. Our journey may be ending, but our adventure is just beginning. Thank you. At this time, I ask that all to please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for the national anthem. We ask that gentlemen please remove their mortarboards or hats. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
You may be seated.
You are the new day.
I'd like to invite Rayanne Patterson to make her way to the stage. Rayanne will be sharing a special remembrance for one of our classmates.
Hello, my name is Rayanne Patterson, and I have had the pleasure of serving as a Warrior Buddy this past year. And I had the opportunity of knowing a very special person who we lost at the start of this semester after a valiant lifelong battle with medical challenges. Angelica Badillo was the center of her parents' world, and understandably so. Angelica could light up a room, and she did just that, not only with her vibrant colors and impeccable fashion, but with her personality, which enticed people to gravitate towards her. She welcomed her friends and teachers with her warm smile and caring eyes. Those eyes could roll like a seasoned teenager, too. She had a great sense of sass, which was just part of her endearing personality. Angelica's family was extremely supportive of her. They adapted for her so she had access to the same things and same opportunities as her peers. When her class participated in the Apple Blossom Float contests, Angelica's family helped her make a float so that she would be included in the activity. She often brought in gift bags for her peers to celebrate holidays. She exuded inclusive practices. Angelica made each of us better teachers, better friends, better humans, just by being in our world. Her legacy as a warrior lives in the halls of Sharando High School and in all of our hearts. To her family, thank you for sharing Angelica with us. To you, our classmates and teachers, I urge you to remember the impact she made on each of us and continue to make her proud. A bench will be added to the back bus loop by the butterfly bushes in Angelica's memory. Next year's Learning Center, as well as the landscaping class, will be working on this project to celebrate Angelica's legacy as a warrior. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Haley Reynolds, the Student Council President, and I am overjoyed to be here with all of you tonight. It is with great honor that I introduce a few special guests joining us this evening. We ask that all applause is held until after all guests have been introduced. Dr. George Hummer, Superintendent of Frederick County Public Schools. Dr. James Angelo, Assistant Superintendent for Instruction. Mr. Shane Goodwin, Assistant Superintendent for Administration. Our members of the Frederick County Public School Board. Mr. Scott Sturdivant, Chair of Back Creek District. Mrs. Diana Klein, Vice Chair, Member at Large. Mr. Frank Funes, Gainsborough District. Mr. Darrell Bell, Opequon District. Mrs. Ellen G. White, Red Bud District. Mr. Miles B. Adkins, Shawnee District. And Ms. Linda Martin, Stonewall District. Now our members of the Frederick County Board of Supervisors. Josh Ludwig, Chairman at Large. Judith McCann Slaughter, Vice Chair, Stonewall Supervisor. John Jewell, Back Creek Supervisor. Heather H. Lockridge, Gainsborough Supervisor. Robert W. Wells, Opequon Supervisor. Blaine P. Dunn, Red Bud Supervisor. And Robert Lero, Shawnee Supervisor. Thank you. At this time, would Dr. Jim Angelo please make his way to the stage? Dr. Angelo has devoted his life to doing what's best for kids. After teaching in Pennsylvania for 2 years, Dr. Angelo began his career with FCPS as a special education teacher at James Wood Middle School in 1994. In 2000, he assumed the role of assistant principal at James Wood Middle School. In 2003, he was hired as a principal to oversee the opening of Auburn Middle School, a brand new middle school in Fauquier County. In 2008, he returned to Frederick County Public Schools as the Director of Middle and Secondary Instructional Services. Dr. Angelo then became the FCPS Assistant Superintendent of Instruction in 2014. Dr. Angelo offers the following advice to educators. Believe in your kids, trust your kids, and believe that they can do more than you think that they can do. Challenge your kids in a way that inspires them to want to grow and to learn. Most importantly, don't lose sight of why we're here, the kids. Dr. Angelo, we thank you for your leadership, support, and pursuit of additional educational opportunities for us. and we wish you well in your retirement. Thank you. At this time, I would like to welcome Mr. Darius Fenton, Assistant Principal, to the stage.
The legend of the cap and gown. The tradition of the cap and gown started in ancient Greece in a time when only the wealthy or the determined attended school. One wise old teacher once was approached by a nobleman who said, "Now that our sons and daughters have completed their schooling, you are instructed to present them at a great banquet to be held in their honor. Be sure that they are appropriately dressed in their finest robes and jewels." On the day of the banquet, however, the teacher, much to the surprise and indignation of the nobleman, presented his students not in fine robes, but in simple sackcloth garments, such as those of a common workman, and each student carried a mortarboard. "What is the meaning of this?" cried the nobleman. "Our sons and daughters were to be dressed in their finest garments." The wise teacher replied, "But they are. They are dressed in the golden robe of knowledge, jeweled with gems of thought, and from their eyes shines the light of understanding." Someone asked why they carried mortarboards. He replied, "These young men and women are the masons of the future. Whether they build empires or cities or fountains of wisdom, they will be building on the firm foundation of knowledge." And to this day, all graduates wear a cap and gown proudly, symbolizing the value of education and the fact that they are the builders of the future and the future of all mankind. To honor our young men and women who are graduating today, the faculty and invited guests are not wearing their mortarboards. Graduates, we look to you with honor as the builders of the future for our great nation. Congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have the honor of introducing a person who I believe is most deserving of this award. With her countless hours and hard work, there was never a doubt in my mind that she wouldn't achieve this honor. I'm proud to say that I've been classmates, teammates, and most importantly, friends with such a selfless and dedicated person. Saying that I'm proud of this girl is an extreme understatement. Over the past 4 years, she has become one of my closest friends. She is someone who always lent an ear when I needed to complain or offered help when I struggled with an assignment. She was always there for me when I needed help, and this isn't just my experience. When asked, our teammates described her as determined, hardworking, driven, smart, ambitious, committed, and generous. She embodies selflessness, and her kindness knows no bounds. She is graduating with an outstanding 4.9 GPA and is going to continue her academics at Duke University in majoring in biophysics. There is not a single doubt in my mind that says you won't do great things. I'm so thankful that I was able to share these past 4 years with you. I love you, and I'm so proud of you. Now please help me congratulate this year's valedictorian, McKenna Blair.
When we entered Sherando, feeling like maybe we didn't belong, didn't know where to start, and surely didn't know where we were going. I have watched, however, over the last 4 years, my peers turn such an unfamiliar building into a flourishing and comforting institution. We have not solely spent the last 4 years studying for tests and completing assignments. I have watched my peers do so much more. I watched peers create clubs such as Coding and Robotics Club. I have watched leaders interview for high positions in clubs such as DECA and Key Club. I've seen students create petitions and give speeches on what they believe in. I've seen athletes work continuously to succeed in their sport and sign with Division III, Division II, and Division I collegiate programs. My peers and I have proudly represented Sherando in a myriad of fields, spanning from STEM to humanities to athletics. This diverse range of talents and interests serves as a testament to not only what our school has provided us, but what we have taken from our school and our county as a whole. As we look towards the future, it's evident that each of us is poised for success in our chosen paths, a testament to the foundation laid by our collective experiences at Sherando. Just as in Scott Street, where the narrator ponders the future alongside reflections on the past, tonight we stand on the precipice of a new chapter. As we bid farewell to the familiar routine of early mornings and late-night homework sessions, we acknowledge the depth of change awaiting us. It's surreal to consider that the familiar routine of waking up at 6:30 a.m., rushing to school, and staying up late to finish homework will soon come to an end. While I won't miss the hectic mornings or late nights, there's much about Sherando, Stephen City, and my years at Frederick County Public Schools that I'll cherish forever. I'll miss the fun school clubs like DECA, the excitement of events like homecoming and football games, and the familiar faces I've known for not just the past 4 years, but many for the last 13 years of my life. As we prepare to leave this significant part of our lives behind, it's only now that we realize the magnitude of this change. Our youthful innocence and limited understanding of the world will soon give way to new challenges and opportunities. Tonight, as we gather to celebrate our graduation, we also celebrate the diverse paths that lie ahead for each of us. Whether it's pursuing higher education, entering the workforce, or serving our communities, we are united by a shared commitment to making a difference in the world. Each of us carries a unique story, often an untold and unseen by others, yet it is these personal narratives that have the power to drive change and inspire those around us. The obstacles we overcome and the trials we face have not defined our high school experience. Rather, it's our resilience and determination to make a difference that have left an indelible mark on our journey. As we stand on the threshold of new beginnings, let us remember that our stories are still unfolding. The challenges we encounter and the triumphs we achieve will shape the narrative of our lives, guiding us towards our dreams and aspirations. We must cherish the times we had the last 4 years while inspiring and congratulating one another on the accomplishments and future accomplishments we have yet to achieve. I believe the past is important in shaping the people we are today, but the past doesn't define us. A final quote from the song I'd like to leave you with is, "Anyway, don't be a stranger," and I think that should resonate with us tonight. To never forget where we came from, the people who shaped us into who we are today, those who have helped make our stories, and the people we should never make strangers as we continue on with our next chapters. May your journey be marked by resilience, passion, and belief in the power of your own story. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of your stories tonight. And congratulations, class of 2024.
It is with great pleasure that I am also able to announce this year's salutatorian. This person has attended Mountain Vista Governor's School for the past 3 years. He has been a member of the Leo Club, Sherando Boys tennis team for 3 years, and has been a part of the superior-rated Sherando choir for the entirety of his Sherando career. His coaches and teachers describe him as a polite and respectful young person. He is dedicated to his family and serves as an important and strong role model for his younger siblings. As he stands before us today, we celebrate not only his academic success, but also the positive impact that he has had on our school. He is graduating with an outstanding GPA and has decided to defer his acceptance from Virginia Tech to enable him to serve a 2-year mission in Japan for his church. Upon his return, he will attend Virginia Tech and major in mechanical engineering. You and your family should be so proud of this achievement. Please join me in welcoming and congratulating this year's salutatorian, Justin Jensen.
Good evening, class of 2024. I'm Justin Jensen, and I'm honored and a bit surprised to be addressing our class as salutatorian during this graduation ceremony. I'd first like to congratulate all the graduates here for making it through all 4 years of high school. It's a momentous occasion, and it's been a challenge figuring out this part of our lives. I think we're all ready and eager to move on to what's next for us. I would also like to thank all of the parents here, especially my own, for putting up with us and helping us every step of the way. I'd like to preface my speech with a story from my sophomore year. During that year, I was taking chemistry, just like almost everyone else graduating, and I'd just gotten back one of my tests early on in the year. When I was looking over what answers I had gotten wrong and right, I noticed that quite a few of my wrong answers belonged to questions where, in a moment of doubt, I had changed my mind about my initial answer and switched to a wrong one. In quite a few of these cases, I was actually correct with my initial guess, but simply not confident enough in myself to go with it. From that point onward, after making that change, I noticed I did better on chess. No, from that point onward, I made it a habit never to go back on a test answer, unless I am certain it is wrong. After making that change, I noticed I did better on tests, and my attitude towards them had improved as well. Testing has always made me nervous, but learning to trust myself has helped me to perform better on them. I bring up this story because it highlights what I believe to be a key skill I have learned, which has helped me both in school and in all areas of life. There are many ways to put it, but no matter what, it can always boil down to the same word: confidence. When it comes to school, learning to be confident is getting the assurance that your first answer is usually correct, and that anything you get wrong, you can learn and do better in. Another way you have to exercise academic confidence is, for me, when receiving a particularly large or daunting assignment. In my experience, I tend to feel a lot of anxiety about large assignments, especially papers or speeches of some kind. At times, I don't even know where to start. Regardless of how I feel about it, this usually stems from the thought that I'm not good enough to complete said assignment. To combat this way of thinking, I found two strategies that help me to just get stuff done. The first is to assign some purpose or reward to the work I'm doing. I'm a huge video game player, so sometimes I'll be really in the mood to play a certain game, but I know I just have to get some work done beforehand, so I do it as fast as possible. The second strategy is to just approach the assignment with the notion that I can and will get it done. This means starting the assignment as soon as I can, getting right to work, and dispelling whatever doubts I may have about my ability to complete it. Throughout all my time in school, using these strategies has helped me to become a much better student, but how does this apply to us now, since we've just finished high school? Members of our class will be taking different paths in the coming years in pursuit of our future goals. The reason I point these things out specifically is because they are something I learned in school to use throughout my entire life. Adult life is drastically different from the life as a student, since there's not going to be constant, specifically outlined assignments given to us. We'll have to choose for ourselves where to work, where to live, what kind of education to get, who to associate with, etc. All of our time will be wasted if we're not confident and self-assured enough to branch out, to try something that excites us, or to go with our gut on a scary decision. I'm not saying we should be impulsive, risky, or selfish, but to be diligent and effective people who live according to what they believe to be right. As Eleanor Roosevelt said, we gain strength, courage, and confidence by each experience in which we really stop to look fear in the face. We must do that which we think we cannot. Thank you, and good luck, class of 2024.
If we could please give another round of applause for our valedictorian and salutatorian. Good evening again, graduates, faculty, parents, and esteemed guests. Today, we are here to celebrate the incredible achievements of our graduating class. But before we move forward, two individuals deserve special recognition for their exceptional passion for teaching. Would Ms. Strohsnyder and Mrs. Welch please come forward? First, I am honored to speak about our National Honor Society Teacher of the Year, Miss Amy Strohsnyder. This incredible educator is a shining example of dedication, compassion, and unwavering support for her students. Teaching economics, finance, and accounting, Ms. Strohsnyder connects with students year after year as they prepare for their future endeavors. Throughout her time at Sharando, she has gone above and beyond to ensure the success of her students. From organizing the administration of the WISE Financial Literacy Test to providing support through email at all hours of the night, she exemplifies steadfast commitment to our education and well-being. Her tireless effort and care for each student's success is commendable. But it's not just her work in the classroom that sets her apart. She radiates kindness and always has a smile to share, creating a welcoming and supporting environment for all. Her passion for Sharando is evident in her unwavering support for our school as she cheers alongside our cheer team at competitions, showing her love and dedication to our community. As her daughters have graduated from Sharando, she has become a beloved figure in our school community, leaving a lasting impact on all who have had the privilege of being her students. Although I was not personally a student in her class, each student that I have spoken to has commended her on her positivity and consistent drive to better students. One student even told me, and I quote, "She is a phenomenal teacher who truly loves what she does to the extent that it is challenging for her students not to enjoy it as much as her." Additionally, Ms. Stroh-Snyder is such a kind and loving person who genuinely cares about every single one of her students, and she goes the extra mile to ask about our lives and see how we are doing. She truly is an amazing teacher and person. Ms. Stroh-Snyder, the graduating class is truly grateful for your guidance, encouragement, and belief in our potential. Thank you for your selfless dedication, tireless support, and unwavering commitment to our success. Next, I'm honored to speak about our Teacher of the Year, Mrs. Welch. Mrs. Welch is not just an English teacher. Sorry. She is a mentor, a guide, and a friend to all of her students. Her love for literature and language is infectious, and she can make even the most mundane concepts come to life. But Mrs. Welch's impact goes beyond the walls of her classroom, which are affectionately decorated with grapevines signed by her former students. As the advisor of our Key Club, she instills in us every pillar of the service organization: leadership, character building, caring, and inclusiveness. Under her guidance, we have organized countless community service projects, fundraisers, and events that have made a real difference in the lives of others, allowing us to take home the title of Key Club of the Year and contribute to an Out of the Darkness walk for Stephen City, which raised over $80,000. Beside her impact on our community and the graduating class, Mrs. Welch has also had a great impact on me. Though I only had her as a teacher for my senior year, she has been a pivotal force in shaping me as a person. I joined Key Club freshman year, and Mrs. Welch has encouraged me to achieve more extraordinary things than I initially thought possible. She ensured that I continued to push myself and apply for every position, and she made sure I didn't stop when things didn't turn out how I wanted them to. In her class, Mrs. Welch provided every outlet to express ourselves, including raps. And as I wrote far too many poems over the course of 2 semesters, she ushered me to submit them to the student magazine. But her encouragement didn't stop there. After Mrs. Welch wrote what I'm sure was an outstanding letter of recommendation for my college applications, she checked in with me for updates throughout the year. And before I could even tell her in person, she congratulated me with a card upon my acceptance to the Air Force Academy, once again encouraging me as she always did. If my examples weren't enough, I want to make clear that her dedication to her students and commitment to excellence have not gone unnoticed by the graduating class. Mrs. Welch, you've inspired us to think critically, make our mark on the world, and strive for greatness in everything we do. Your unwavering support has shaped us into the confident, compassionate individuals we are today. So thank you. So, on behalf of all the students, we want to express our deepest gratitude to our Teachers of the Year, Ms. Stroh-Snyder and Mrs. Welch, for their dedication, passion, and tireless efforts in shaping our futures. Your unwavering support and guidance has made a difference in our lives, and we are forever grateful for all that you have done for us. Thank you for inspiring us, challenging us, and believing in us. We are honored to have had the opportunity to learn from such exceptional educators. And on behalf of the graduating class, congratulations on this achievement. It truly is deserved.
At this time, would Dr. George Hummer, Superintendent of Schools, please join me on the stage? And I'd also like to call Zachary D. Hayes and Caden Shoemaker to join us on stage as well. our first award, standing before you this evening is a very special young man who, since first grade, has accumulated over 2,000 days of perfect school attendance. At this time, Dr. Hummer will present Zachary D. Hayes with a plaque for this outstanding accomplishment. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Zach. Wow, what an accomplishment. Good afternoon, students, parents, guardians, family, friends, and staff. Let's give another round of applause for our amazing 2024 graduates. Congratulations. I am so very proud of each of you, and always remember that hard work does pay off. As you look forward to your next adventure, please continue to give your best effort and never forget that you are good enough. I'm looking forward to seeing what you all can accomplish in the next chapter of your lives, and I have no doubts that you will continue to make us all very proud. Parents, guardians, family, friends, and staff, a big thanks to all of you. Our students wouldn't have the needed support to achieve their goals without you, and we all greatly appreciate all that you do. Students, please, let's give our support groups a big round of applause. Now with that, I have two student awards that I would like to proudly announce. First is the Anderson Scholarship. The Anderson Scholarship is awarded to one individual student in Frederick County a year for the entire county who wishes to pursue advanced training, education, and study in agricultural pursuits. This award is for a full ride to Virginia Tech University. Full ride. And this year's winner goes to Caden Shoemaker. Congratulations, Caden. Very proud of you. Congratulations, Caden. And next is another very prestigious award, and it is the recognition of a United States Air Force Academy appointment. This appointment to the United States Air Force Academy marks a pivotal moment, both personally and in service to the nation. Out of 11,500 yearly applicants, only 1,400 are chosen, making it a testament to this individual's exceptional qualities. It reflects superior academic ability, character, and leadership potential. This individual had the rare opportunity to choose between the U.S. Naval Academy and the U.S. Air Force Academy due to her remarkable achievements. The mission of the United States Air Force Academy is to educate, train, and inspire men and women to become officers of character, motivated to lead the U.S. Air Force and U.S. Space Force in service to our nation. The journey ahead will be rigorous, both academically and physically, with a minimum of 9-year service commitment, which includes 4 years at an academy and 5 years of active duty service. As they embark on this path, she joins a legacy of excellence and service. This appointment is not just an honor, but a calling. A call to lead, to serve, and to defend the nation's ideals. I would now like to call up Haley Reynolds to the stage to receive this prestigious recognition. Let's give her a huge round of applause. So thank you.
Would Mr. Tim Combs, Sharando Assistant Principal, please join me on the stage?
Thank you, Haley. Good evening, students, parents, faculty, and invited guests. Graduation Day is a special day for all of our graduates. Today represents the culmination of 13 years of hard work by these young men and women. Each and every one of our students deserves the attention and recognition that they are receiving today. This recognition is not only for the past accomplishments, but also for their bright, unwritten futures. Many of our students will leave Sharando High School and go on to colleges and universities. Many of our students will learn a specific trade or skill and enter the workforce. But at this time, I'd like to recognize those students who have accepted another calling. These students are willing to delay their own personal gratification in favor of service to others. They will protect our freedom, whether at home or abroad. These students have committed to join America's armed forces. They most definitely deserve special recognition. Please stand and remain standing when I call your name. Haley Reynolds, United States Air Force Academy. Thatcher Jones, United States Army. As we reflect on the service that these young men and women will provide to our great nation, the words of President John F. Kennedy ring true when he said, "Guard zealously the right to serve in the armed forces, for without them, there'll be no other rights to guard." And it is with great respect and gratitude that on behalf of the entire Warrior family, I thank you for you and your decision to serve others by choosing to enter America's armed forces. Thank you.
At this time, it gives me great pleasure to introduce the Sharando High School Combined Choirs to sing "A Million Dreams."
I close my eyes and I can see a world that's waiting up for me, that I call my own. Through the dark, through the door, through where no one's been before, but it feels like home. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say I've lost my mind. I don't care, so call me crazy. We can live in a world that we design. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. Oh, a million dreams for the world we're gonna make.
However big, however small, let me be part of it all. Share your dreams with me. You may be right, you may be wrong, but say that you'll bring me along to the world you see, to the world I close my eyes to see. I close my eyes to see. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake.
A million dreams, a million dreams. I think of what the world could be,
That was beautiful. Thank you all. Many have worked with and supported this class to help them reach today's milestone. I would like to thank all the members of the Shenandoah High School faculty, teachers, instructional assistants, administrative assistants, custodians, cafeteria workers, and bus drivers, as well as our central office staff and faculty from our feeder schools for all they have done to help the class of 2024 along with their journey. Would all of these staff stand? All these staff members please stand. Thank you. Additionally, I would like to thank our parents, grandparents, and guardians of our seniors for sharing such a distinguished and talented group of young leaders with us. It truly does take a village, and we greatly appreciate your support. Seniors, please join me in thanking your families. Seated before you this evening is an outstanding group of young people. They have worked very hard the last 4 years and have accomplished so much. In a moment, I'm going to share with you a list of accomplishments, some individual, some team. However, I believe their greatest accomplishment is not found on a piece of paper, a court, a playing field, or a stage. I believe their greatest accomplishment was found in a challenge I issued to them on August 15th, 2023, when I asked them to be leaders in our school and to represent each and every day what it means to be a warrior. Keep in mind, this group began attending Shenandoah on an every other day schedule, with some of their classmates being on a full-time virtual schedule for their freshman year. During their sophomore year, we still had some students that were on a full virtual schedule. It wasn't until their junior year that we finally had the gift of having the entire class here together. And through it all, they were true warriors, and here we are today to celebrate them, their perseverance, and their accomplishments. The class of 2024 represented our school and community in state and national competitions, such as FFA, FCCLA, DECA, FBLA, TSA, Key Club, and athletics. They competed in band and choral competitions, earning superior ratings. Most importantly, they served as role models for our underclassmen. I've often said that Shenandoah is a reflection of our community and that our reputation is built by the people who walk through our doors each day. And seniors, we appreciate it when you walk through those doors on time each day. Class of 2024, thank you for your dedication to Shenandoah High School. Now, let's recognize some of their many accomplishments. Would our scholarship and award winners from the Senior Awards Program and Warrior Club Program please stand? Ladies and gentlemen, these students have earned just over $1.1 million in scholarships, grants, and awards. We had seniors earn over 607 career and technical education certificates and credentials. If you're one of those, please stand if you earned one of those credentials. Seniors who earned a varsity letter in academics or athletics. We had 219 seniors earn 908 varsity letters, 176 lettered in both academics and athletics. Seniors who earned their seal of biliteracy, please stand. Club, class officers, and team captains, please stand. Seniors who provided services to others through our peer tutoring program, please stand. Seniors who attended Mountain Vista Governor School. Seniors dual enrolled in classes at Shenandoah High School or who attended Laurel Ridge Community College and earned a 2-year associate's degree or certificate in general education. Members of the Northwestern District Championship teams and individuals receiving district, regional, and state honors. Members of our award-winning band, choral, and drama programs. And the next award is one I consider to be quite special. Seniors who received a Warrior Pride Award during their years at Shenandoah. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in saluting these young people for their many accomplishments. Seniors, we are all very proud of your accomplishments and quite confident that each of you have much to look forward to in your future. At this time, Ms. Amy Scott, Frederick County Public Schools Communications Specialist, will now present the class of 2024.
Yes. On behalf of Chairman Sturdivant, distinguished board members, Dr. Hummer, Dr. Angelo, Mr. Goodwin, faculty, parents, and invited guests. Having met the requirements of the Commonwealth of Virginia and the School Board of the County of Frederick, it gives me great pleasure to present to you, for the purpose of awarding diplomas, the 31st class certified eligible to graduate from Sharando High School. The class of 2024. That's okay, that's okay. McKenna Kathleen Blair. Justin Max Jensen. Marisol Acevedo Trejo. Brennan Scott Adams. Kelsey Sienna Adams. Preston Alexavier Aiden. Simri Jared Alejandro Gonzalez. Adaris Chase Alger. Ryan Michael Ames. Greta Jane Anderson. Rowan Avery Anderson. Kirsten Elizabeth Andrews. John Diego Ariano. Avery Vaughn Arnica. Natalie Catherine Ash. Isabel Lynn Ashby. Alexander Cole Baird. Sienna Nicole Baker. Michael Wyatt Ballinger. Adrian Nathaniel Banks. Charles Carson Bard. Riley Michaela Benson. Vishon Nimesh Bagat. Jalen Keyshawn Blackwell. Malachi Jacob Blakesley. Sophie Grace Bledsoe James. Kiari Renee Bloom. Gregory Allen Bosplug. Alexa Michelle Bonilla. Anna Mabel Borst. Allison Renee Boyce. Riley Elizabeth Boyden. Logan Andrew Brannon. Abby Lawrence Branner. Templar Atreides Breeden. Kaylee Anastasia Irina Brooks. Michaela Dawn Brown. Shelby Marie Brown. Catherine Linnea Patrice Bryant. Hennessy Glenna Bullard. Vanessa Catherine Bundrick. Daniel David Burgess. Evan Wiley Burrell. Cyrus Anthony Ryan Burrows. Abigail Grace Butler. Olivia Grace Cabazzolo. Hannah Victoria Cad. Donovan Jared Canas Barris. Nico Antonio Capo. Jason Ariel Carranza. Kylie Rose Castleberry. Haley Marie Catlett. Madison Brooke Renee Chapman. Nolan Natalia Chastain. Diego Angel Chavez. Jimmy Lee Cherry. Hania Lizette Cisneros Robles. Keller Andrew Cooley. Carter Ashton Cooper. Gina Lynn Costello. Leah Marie Costello. Christian Michael Cotterman. Gabriel Lynn Crawford. Yamalit Betsaida Cruz Sanchez. Camila Fernanda Cuadros Ugarte. Carlos Javier Capul Becky. Hunter Nathaniel Curry. Nicholas Cullen Danielson. Jake Joseph Dan. Michael Matthew DeHaven Jr. Star Catherine DeHaven Venable. Hunter Eric Dellinger. Casey Marie DePoy. Jackson Reed Dickin. Giovanna Marie DiVittorio. Nathan Thomas Dodson. Kaylee Elizabeth Dobson. Adrian Nicole Driscoll. Connor Wayne Dudley. Caleb Wyatt Edmonds. Elizabeth Victoria Ellison. Karan Ishmael Erskine. Stephanie Zamora Escobar Perez. Alondra Espinosa Belmontes. Nevaeh Elizabeth Uri. Destiny Marie Fasenmeyer. Sudisadahi Fernandez Galloso. Thomas James Fitzpatrick. Catherine Sarah Fleet. Cody Michael Allen Fletcher. Stephen Robert Flock. Valeria Michelle Flores. Catherine Alexandra Flores Chavez. Austin Kenneth Farr. Allison Victoria Foster. Emily Helena Foster. Emily Nicole Foster. Isaiah Pierce Fox. Elena Crizel Frazier. Alexander Christopher Jean Fries. Alyssa Ruth Gage. Zachary Scott Galano. Adrian Garcia Perez. Heidi Liliana Garcia Velasquez. Violet Mackenzie Geary. Madison Wilson Leona Gepsky. Lance Logan George. Ethan Gonzalez Bonilla. Aiden Christopher Paul Gordon. Mason Dwayne Grapes. Matthew Earl Walter Grimm. Rosalinda Stephanie Guerrero del Cid. Brian Joel Guevara. Brianna Jolie Gutierrez. Eric Ariano Gutierrez. Gregory Marshall Guzik. Caleb Matthew Hackey. Brady Graham Hamilton. Cassidy Ryan Hammond. Jaden Bailey Hammond. Ariel Laura Harden. Jathan Ashby Harper. Skylar Star Marie Harris. Donna Janine Hart. Russell James Hart. Riley James Hartley. Ainsley Marcia Hartzell. Jack Ryan Hathaway. Ross Abram Hahn. Aaliyah Sarai Hawks. Zachary Douglas Hayes. Jacob Keith Helsley. Evanlyn May Hess. Emma Grace Hicks. Valeria Miranda Hidalgo. Anna Marion Hill. Madison Grace Heinley. William Neal Holborn. Tyrell William Holmes. Aiden Alexander Horton. Ashley Noel Hudson. Alexander Bao Nguyen. Jocelyn Grace Irish. Jabari Victor Jackson. Israel Isaias James. Zane Rector Jenkins. Dornade Natalia Johnson. Vance Allen Johnson. Elena Grace Jones. Brady Allen Jones. Lily Christine Jones. Thatcher Harrison Jones. Darius Nyrese Rutherford Kane. Audrey Kathleen Kaufman. Emma Elizabeth Keister. Jade Elizabeth Kent. Kyle Daniel Kest. Maya Olivia Kintop. Brandon Young Kim. Lucas Matthew Kincaid. Corinne Elizabeth Kirk. Ashley Taylor Klingenberg. Emma Morgan Kovac. Sierra Nicole Crazley. Landon Anthony Lamb. Maria Laura Rodriguez. Brady Douglas Largent. Nathaniel Rolando Lascano. Parker Edward Latin. Charles David Lease. Austin Tyler Lee. Catherine Mary Lights. Diego Alessandro Leyva Obando. Marisol Myra Leon. Brennan Christian Blair Leslie. Demaya Valeria Lynn Lewis. Kieran Patrick Lindberg. Jacob Michael Linneberg. Giancarlo Adam Liciandrello. Caden Matthew Long. Natalie Nicole Lopez Marin. Logan Scott Lazinski. Lauren Elaine Lucas. Malachi Angelo Lugaris. Madeline Faith Moss. Evelyn Diana Machado. Haley Noel Melanowski. Mackenzie Nicole Mallow. Joel Marquez Campos Jr. Mahala Jade Martin. Sarah Elizabeth Martin. Nelson Rodrigo Martinez Agreda. Giovanni Emmanuel Martinez Bautista. Hunter Brock Mason. Kenneth Cooper Mason. Molly Torrance McCombs. Dylan Thomas McCook. Dylan Elijah McGraw. Paige Cameron McKee. James Keller McVeigh. Cody Tanner Medic. Astrid Noelia Mejia Hernandez. Julian Carlos Mendez. Karina Mendoza Aviles. Lindsay Yadira Menendez Cruz. Cameron Douglas Merchant. Cynthia Madeline Miles. Layla Jane Miller. Grant Mitchell Mimna. Hazel Madeline Miranda. Joseph Ryan Sapetti Moe. Eden Racy Molden. Joyce Ungalula Molalisi. Megan Emily Montgomery. Jackson Lee Moon. Juliana Jewel Lynn Moore. Logan Andrew Morgan. Riley Ann Moxley. Joyce Matoba Mfanya. Riley McKenna Murray. Antu Lu Win. Jamal Xavier Nowlin. Ariana Nicole Ananaku. Carolina Ortega. Wacus Osman. Victoria Lene Owens. Elena Lynn Salinon Pasternak. Rayanne Therese Patterson. Ashlyn Faith Pfeiffer. Wesley Tyler Penzick. Brandon Joshua Perez. Joshua Donald Petruska. Trinity Ann Phelps. Aiden Riley Philibin. Aiden James Piazza. Anthony Pillon. Jack Robert Pippins. Alan Steva Pocasangre Guzman. Brianna Marie Poston. Mia Ponce Tapia. Mia Nicole Porter. William Daniel Portillo Ramirez. Abigail Susan Prohaska. Santana LaJoyce Puller. Colin Jacob Quirk. Vaden Mikhail Rains. Benjamin Allen Ramey. Lena Elisa Reed. Madison Nicole Reed. Kylie Elizabeth Reilinger. Ryan Joseph Razuli. Fatima Madeline Reyes. Haley Nicole Reynolds. Abdias Sadrock Rios Garcias. Ashlyn Elizabeth Rivera. Javion Rivera. Marshall Philip Robertson II. Marquis Lamar Robinson. Madeline Michelle Roby. Christian Miguel Ruiz. Ella Mattingly Samsel. Connor Lucas Sanders. Kylie Michelle Saramosin. Karen Mariana Saravia. Grace Anna Sasser. Bo Andreas Schulin. William Paul Schneider. Nora Olivia Schrock. Haley Abigail Schultz. Joseph Roger Selznick. Kylie Faith Sharp. Chloe Maslin Shell. Tanner Lee Shiley. Aiden Salem Shobaki. Caden Lee Shoemaker. Alyssa Lee Simmons. Brianna Elise Simpson. Annalise Elizabeth Sisson. Madeline Rebecca Sluss. Benjamin Noah Smith. Brock Jared Smith. Cassidy Renee Smith. Kaya Jade Smith. Tyler Mark Smith. Isabel Marie Angeline Smoot. Dongju So. Jack Andrew Sondervan. Logan Reed Springman. Sarah Elizabeth Starling. Hannah Catherine Steele. David Michael Stern. Kaylee Brooke Stout. Rebecca Ann Stout. Tyler Paul Strohsnyder. Andrea Janelli Suchiti Melendrez. Jaheim Nasir Summers. Layla Marie Sylvester Miller. Michelle Lorraine Tarbell. Justin Tavares. Samuel Luke Tenney. Avery Grace Thomas. Charles Hezekiah Thomas. Ryan Christopher Thomas. Theodore Edward Thomas III. Bryce Andrew Thompson. Sean O'Neill Thompson. Zane Xavier Thurmond. Madison Lee Tinsman. Jaden Diane Tomlin. Joel Jaden Torres. Robert Anthony Torres. Erica May Tracy. Jericho Adam Turman. Madeline Ann Twig. Drew Alexander Tyson. Jack Christopher Ubert. Jacqueline May Udy. Owen Lucas Uri. Daniel Gonzalo Ulloa. Abigail Leanne Vadnais. Catherine Alex Rose Van Eck. Dylan Alessandro Vasquez. Catherine Adelina Vasquez Hernandez. Ivan Anthony Ventura. Joshua Yaver Vialta. Vanessa Marilyn Villarreal Torres. Jake Edward Verts. Daniel Martin Vlach. Johnny Van Vo. Owen Elias Wade. Justin Paul Walker. Caden James Wallace. Adeline Lily Wallen. Cameron J. Waymeyer. Ethan Tyler Wernicke. Madison Lynn West. Abigail Lauren White. Trinity McKenna Whittington. Peyton Christopher Wiley. Jonathan David Wilkins. Allison Einor Williams. Asia Tierra Angela Faith Williams. Cassius Emery Williams. Trey Connor Williams. Ella Marie Wilson. Harley Rain Wilson. Haven Andrew Wolf. Aiden Marcel Wood. Colton Lee Wood. Olivia Grace Woodward. Max Jr. Zolio Wolverton. Astrid Alejandra Zambrano Montes. Derek Zhang. Amber Christina Zollinger.
At this time, would everyone please stand? Gentlemen, remove your mortarboards as the Sharando High School Choir leads us in our alma mater.
Within these hallowed halls we stand to praise your honored name. We sing to thee, Sharando High, your glory we proclaim. Hail, hail, Sharando High, we raise our voice to thee, and forever in our dreams of peace and triumph may we fly. Within these hallowed halls we stand to praise your honored name. We sing to thee, Sharando High, your glory we proclaim. Hail, hail, Sharando High, we raise our voice to thee, and forever in our dreams of peace and triumph may we fly.
To the Warriors of 2024, we came to this place called Sharando. You leave behind this evening another chapter in her history. As we leave, may we take with us the strength of the Massanutten and the Blue Ridge Mountains that guard our beloved valley, the courage of the forests that have weathered the storms of time and tell the history of our ancestors. Take with us the wisdom of the Shenandoah, whose mighty waters give life to our valley and flow toward the oceans of the world. As we go our separate ways, may we soar high with the eagle as we search for our dreams. Peace and love to each of you, my beloved Sharando Warriors. Graduates, please remain standing. To the class of 2024, with the power vested in me by the Commonwealth of Virginia and the school board of the County of Frederick, I declare you graduates of Sharando High School. Congratulations, Warriors!